Good day everyone. Today, I'm going to report utilitarianism. Together with my group mates, due to some circumstances, my other group mates cannot attend in this video, but we decided that they would help me to find ways for everyone to understand. I am going to discuss utilitarianism. Let's start. After the presentation, we are going to answer all the following objectives. Chapter Objectives. Discuss the basic principles of utilitarian ethics. Distinguish between two utilitarian models, the quantitative models of Jeremy Bentham and the qualitative model of John Stuart Mill, and apply utilitarian in understanding and evaluating local and international scenarios. Classmate, look at the picture. Do you know him? January 25, 2015, the 84th Special Action Force (SAF) conducted a police operation at Tocanalipao, Mamasapano in Maguindanao, also known as Oplan Exodus. Oplan Exodus intended to serve an arrest warrant for Zulkifli Ben Hir Marwan. Philippine National Police, PNP, SAF, Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters, or BIFF, Moro Islamic Liberation Front, MILF. They fight together to competence and for their mission, and those are the police operation was successful because of the death of Marwan. By the way, the man in the picture is Zulkifli Ben Hir, or aka Marwan, a Malaysian terrorist bomb maker who had $5 million bounty on his head. Introduction. 67 lives, including 44 SAF troopers, 18 MILF fighters, and 5 civilians. In one of the Congress investigations that followed this tragic mission, then Senate President Franklin Drilon and Senator Francis Escudero debated the public hearing of an audio recording of an alleged conversation that attempted to cover up the massacre of the PNP SAF commandos. Because of the increased number of deaths, everyone became alarmed and fined out for justice. Anti-wiretapping law protects only the recording and interception of private communications. Drilon cited Section 4 of the Anti-Wiretapping Act, RA 4200, and explained that any communication or spoken word or the existence contains substance, purport, or meaning the same, or any part thereof, or any information therein obtained or secured by any person in violation of the presiding section of this act, shall not be admissible in evidence in any judicial, quasi-judicial, legislative, or administrative hearing or investigation. Based on Senator Grace Poe, sinabi na ni Senator Rilo na ito daw ay illegal na hindi daw pwede na ako daw ang pwedeng maging liable kung ito daw ay ipapakinig ko sa Senado. Ako naman, ano itong mga batas na ito? Ang mga batas na ito ay para malaman natin ang katotohanan at magkaroon tayo ng hustisya. Itong mga anti-wiretapping or mga recording na ganito, kung hindi pwedeng ilabas sa publiko, pwede naming gawin basihan sa executive session. Senator Poe's response lead us to ask, can government infringe individual rights? It is morally permissible for the government to infringe individual rights. When can the government do so? Does it become legitimate to sacrifice individual rights when considering the greatest benefit for the greatest number of people? While 1987 Philippines Constitution does protect one's right to private communication, which provide exemption to the inviolability of the right to privacy in instances of treason, espionage, rebellion, and sedition. Way back to wiretapping issues. When considering the moral permissibility of wiretapping, we calculate the costs and benefits of wiretapping. If we calculate the cost and benefit of our action, then we are considering ethical theory that gives premium to the consequences of action as the basis of morality, and as such as utilitarianism. Utilitarianism is an ethical theory that argues for goodness of pleasure and the determination of right behavior based on the usefulness of the action's consequences. Means that pleasure is good and that the goodness of an action is determined by its usefulness. Utilitarianism claims that one's actions and behavior are good in as much as they are directed toward the experience of the greatest pleasure over pain for the greatest number of persons. Way back to Masapano incidents, when we argue that wiretapping is permissible because doing so results in better public safety, then we are arguing in a utilitarian way. Root word is utility, which refers to the usefulness of the consequences of one's action and behavior. We argue that some individual rights can be sacrificed for the sake of greater happiness of the many. Jeremy Bentham, 1748 to 1832, and John Stuart Mill are the utilitarian thinkers. Jeremy Bentham, 1748 to 1832, born on February 15, 1748 in London, England, a teacher of James Mill, father of John Stuart Mill, the first who wrote Panopticon system of final management. Advocate of economic freedom, women's right, separation of church and state, animal rights, the abolition of slavery, death penalty, corporal punishment for children. Bentham died on June 6, 1832. John Stuart Mill, 1806 to 1878. Born on May 20, 1806 in Pentonville, London, United Kingdom. Homeschooled at the age of 3, studied Greek. At the age of 8, studied Latin. At the age of 11, wrote History of Roman Law. At the age of 20, suffered nervous breakdown. Married to Harris Taylor after 21 years of friendship. Wrote Utilitarianism, 1861, died on May 8, 1873 in Avignon, France from erysipelas.